Baby love, what you doing? What's the plan? Looking for a man, corny dating in Japan. Hey. You guys, hi! Oh, welcome, I am back. My name is Cornelia, but you can call me Corny, and my channel is Cornyco. I can't stop smiling. No, look, you made it. I usually bring to you content based around Japan, life, love, work, travel, reactions, everything. Okay, I give it all to you, opening up my soul and bearing everything. Please. I'm so dramatic, I'm sorry, but anyway, it's cold in these streets. Cold in the DMs. No, it's not cold, it's hot. But I have to dip into my vault, guys. There's a situation that I'm not too proud of. I mean, there's many situations in my dating history, but this one in particular, like, I feel shame. Like, I never felt shame before, and I just like, shit. Like, what can I do? The reason why I'm dressed like this is to represent the little bad boys out there. I see you. Okay, you like to think when you get to a certain age, you grow up, you grow out of things, right? Wrong. Because once in a while there'll be that guy, and you know in your heart of hearts, you know he ain't no good for you, but something sweets you, draws you in to the shadows. Escape, run, because you don't need that kind of energy in your life. Decided to dabble in Bumble at this time. Bumble is a whole different ball game. Firstly, have to reach out to that person. Can you do that? Are you confident? Imagine little old me trying to start a conversation. You swipe to like someone. When this boy appeared, oh my God, Lord have mercy, he was beautiful. One of the most best looking guys I have seen in some time. Look, I don't really care about the muscles, but I'm saying he had the muscles, and I was already like, nah. I'm gonna have to pin it to you. I'm gonna stereotype you. You are a bad boy. Beautiful, luscious, dark hair, short, kind of wavy, well kept, clean face, no facial hair, beautiful, bright, white smile. I'm not even gonna say beautiful, it was delicious. I just wanted to. So, of course, I read his profile, and one of the red flags, I don't know. There's an option for a relationship, there's an option for friendship, but I don't know. You see that one there? Nobody wants to say, I want friends with benefits, or I want a buddy, or I just want to play around, or I want a one night stand. I don't know doesn't commit and put them in the friend zone, but then it also lets you know that they're not looking for a relationship, because I would have stated that, right? So beware of the guys who say, I don't know, because they are lost. Unless you're okay with having fun, don't go for the I don't knows. Let me know if you agree. I ignored that, okay, because the light was shining through his face. All right, he had an aura, a heavenly glow, but deep down inside there were devil horns. Swiped, we match. Like, oh shit, it's about to go down. Ay, 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 ay. DJ Corny releasing a new track. I don't know what that was, but I'm just saying I was happy. We start talking. He seems very chill, and we make, you know, small conversation about what we do, what we like to do. We both don't drink. Great. Both kind of like in the health world. Not a fitness freak. Let me just state that, people. I do go through ups and downs when it comes to my fitness routine. This has been me for the past like 8 to 10 years. I do care about my health regardless. I will always have some sort of routine and go to the gym. Anyways, so we both had that in common, which I like. Do you date girls?
I don't really go on dates with girls.
What are you doing, Cornelia? He doesn't go on dates with girls. Why would he be going on a date with you?
You never know. Give the boy a chance. Give him a try. Could be alright, right?
I don't know about that. This is gonna end up to be another story time. Do you really want this for your life?
No, that could be a miracle. I get blessed, alright, and we are together, happy?
No.
Not a chance. Why was I like this? I don't know, guys. I can't explain to you. So you don't date?
No, but you can if you want to. I'd like to meet up with you.
What was your last relationship?
A couple of months ago. I just got back from America.
You went to America? Okay, check. I like a guy that has some experience outside of Japan. Am I meeting in Shibuya? That might be halfway between where we both live. Is that okay? Is that cool? It's the hub, it's essential, it's a party place, it's a good tourist place, it's a good food place. You can find a lot of things in Shibuya. We go shopping because I had a few things to do. I was like, I might as well run some errands here. And there's a few things that he's looking at We both like interior design and we both like looking at pots and pans and stuff like that. So I'm like, check. That's something else I like about you. I like to ask boys this question, like, what kind of girls are you into?
I like girls who aren't too feminine, aren't too girly girl, a little bit maybe sporty, casual, stylish.
I rock up in my full girly outfit because I'm like, you know what, bitch? You're about to be attracted to me because I don't play by your rules. And I'm like, hi. When I met up with him, he was tall, dark and handsome. Dark hair, but he'd grown it out. It was the summertime and he had a little bit of a ponytail going on. Those things on your wrist like he's in a band. Looked a bit like a rock boy and I'm sorry. I was having flashbacks, bitch. Taking me back to the Miyavi days. My first Japanese guy crush back in the day. That's how this all got started, guys. And not as sexy as Miyavi was to me, but the rock boy vibes. And I was like, oh, I wanna dabble. Dabble, dabble, can dabble. I can be your rock girl. I can be your rock girl. Let me be your rock girl. I can rock out. He didn't plan where to eat, but it's okay. It was the pretty privilege it worked for you, sir. Because I wanted to eat at one of my favorites, Moja in the House. Now it's not gonna be the same as in America, but maple syrup and the chicken and the waffle, oh my god, it just works. Anyways, we went there to eat. He thought it was really weird, but he enjoyed that the experience was new, and I was like, I'm about to give you a new experience, boy. Like, he just didn't seem fussed about things. The only thing that he really got passionate about was health. I was twice this size and I worked really hard to get to where I am now. I have been a large girl, the large girl, all my life. He could relate. He'd been exactly the same as me, you know, been the large person all his life throughout high school and whatever, secondary school, whatever you call it. He'd been the big person. So we both bonded on that, and I was like, actually, I was very happy. I never had any issues. I wasn't really bullied. I had a few instances where some people said things and triggered me, and I fought saying, no, bitch, you're wrong. No matter what, I am cute, you know. And I had that confidence. For him, however, the experience was a little bit different. He got teased a lot for his weight, and especially in a place like Japan, where weight and size and appearance and aesthetic is very important, and there is a lot more pressure here, I feel, to be perfect or have the certain Japanese aesthetic that is desirable. So he suffered with that and he had a hard time growing up, and then one day, like me, he decided to turn his life around and think, you know what, I'm gonna get healthy for myself. You can see on his face and his body wow, chiseled. Okay, it's like he was hot and he worked hard for it.
I can't understand people who, you know, complain about being fat all the time but do nothing about it.
Just because you're fine now does not mean you're qualified to go out there and judge other people. In fact, you should be a little bit more empathetic to how people are feeling, what people go through mentally and physically. It's not just as easy as starting. Sometimes you lack the funds, you lack the support, you lack the mentality. They want to, but they're just stuck in this rut. Just because me and you have done it and we've gotten to a place where we're comfortable and happy with ourselves does not mean that it's as easy for somebody else. So I was really annoyed at his comment. He was just so disgusted. He just kept going on like,
I don't understand people like that. They're just being lazy, and why they even bother complaining about their lives and what size they are? If they don't like it, they should just change it, right?
Okay, I'm gonna watch you with that, because if you've got issues about other people, you probably have issues on yourself, because, you know, people are minding their own business, but for some reason you're triggered. Get a life. We veered away from that topic. I was like, okay, so I'm not gonna go there with you. You're still hot. Let's keep it cute. So we start talking about other things. Generally, the date went well. He doesn't mince his words. He's a very matter of fact and very like blunt, straightforward kind of guy. Doesn't really have any ambitions, just does the bare minimum. Not really happy with his job, not really happy with his life, but doesn't hate it either. He's just like meh in life. Just a meh boy. He's a meh boy. He works within like the sports industry. I remember one time it was sports season during the summer for what he did. He was like unavailable. And he's like,
oh yeah, I'll message you when I want to.
I'm like, what do you mean you message me when I This is obvious, you know what I mean? Of course you don't message people unless you want to. This is obvious. But the way he stated it is like, when I'm ready to. It's like, that was so unnecessary and so rude. Do you know what I mean? These things are obvious. I'll message you when I want to. This boy was a little bit fiery for no reason. A bit combative, a bit selfish. So slowly, these things are racking up. At that time, I guess I was bored and I was looking for entertainment and seeing if this would go anywhere. Oh God, so the embarrassing part. So we met up in Shinjuku and we were going to find him some shelves. There's me trying to make a bit of a connection, right? Touched him a little bit because guys, like, that's how you let them know you are interested. You do the touch thing, okay? I did the touch thing. We should totally go over there because, you know, you said you were looking for some plates. I lock my arm with his. When I say the boy, I felt his whole body just stiffen up like this. This boy seized up. What the hell? But I had to commit. I couldn't let go. Of course not. Because then my pride would be damaged. He didn't try and like move away. I held on long enough to let him know, no bitch. No, don't embarrass me like this. After about 5 minutes or so, I just like unlocked and pretended I wanted to see something, and I'm like, I'm not trying that again. That is so embarrassing. Another time he came to my apartment. He comes straight to me after work. So he's making time for me and I'm like, oh, okay, it's cool. What time are you coming?
About 9 p.m.
I think that's it. I think that's it, guys. I think that's a boy move. At the time, I guess I was just happy to spend time with him. We're chilling, he gets some food, we eat food together, watching a little movie. Not as bad as that movie with the mother and the son. I was getting tired, he was getting tired, movie ends, turns off the lights, goes to sleep. Did we go to sleep? We did not go to sleep. We may have done a little play. And what did the play say? The say said nay, okay? Oh, I didn't mean to. Mediocre, guys. Physically, aesthetically, great. Personality, not so great. I'm losing the interest. You're gonna have to hear this and it's gonna be so embarrassing and so uncomfortable. The nail in the coffin. Things aren't going too well. We're not talking as much and he only wants to make time for me when he has a couple of days off in a row. I've never really had that before. I've never had to deal with that. Usually people make time for me, whether it's after work or like on the weekend. But he really was hell-bent on making time for himself, which is fine. But it's like, it was hard to fall on those days where he'd have like 3 consecutive days off. Because in his schedule, it was just highly unlikely. So I'm like, little rock boy, no. Nah, I'm not putting in all this work for you to just reject me and decide when you're gonna see me and not make the effort to be constant, be consistent. So I decided to call him on FaceTime and I'm like, I know you said you don't know what you want, but what do you want?
I don't know, I just wanted to see where things go.
You said that you were interested in me, right?
Yeah, and I am.
But you don't act like you're interested.
I'll see you when I see you.
After we spent time at my apartment, even though he wasn't the best, I still met up with him. We went to Shinjuku, we went and did some shopping. He found the shelves that he wanted and we went back to his apartment. I help him with these shelves. We're hanging out. He cooks for me. What was it? Oyakudon, chicken and egg on rice. Cooked it. I was happy. He cooked for me. Very sweet. I remember putting the glass down on the table and he was like, oh, you should use a coaster. I'm like, that'd be great, but where are the coasters? And he's like, oh, here. And he put the coaster on. I'm like, oh, okay, cool. He has a thing about coasters and rings on his table, but when you check his bloody bathroom, there's hair and dirt in the freaking shower. So tell me, make it make sense. All right, if you're gonna be a clean boy, be a clean boy. Set up the shelves. And I remember he says,
do you want to see the photo album of my travels?
And I'm like, yeah, all right then, cool. Him and his ex were still together at that point. And I knew that she was somewhere in the pictures. So I'm like, oh, which one's your ex? He hated that. I know most guys will. But you know what? I was already like, whatever, I'm gonna wanna know. So I asked and he's like, benduksai, which means like, you know, troublesome. I really wanna make a point to go home. I wanna go home. But by that time, it's summertime. I'm sleepy. It's too late to catch a train home. I could not be asked because he lives so far. What happens that night? Tell me, guys. Tell me, guys. We do it. Sir, I was not planning for you to go anywhere near it.
1 week later.
He said, do you want to watch the game together? Because I'm watching it anyway, so it would be nice to have your company. Okay, so I went to his. We watched boxing together. We watched sports because he's a sporty guy. And he was doing some research for his job. The game's finished. I'm getting a bit sleepy. I'm like, I can't do this. I think I'm just gonna stay. For once, I am pursuing the person I am pursuing. Don't know why, because he ain't even good. He's still up. He's still away. me? Am I getting rejected? Oh. How could he do this to me? Am I not attractive enough? He did it with me before. Son of a bitch. If that was my inner monologue, why did he even want me to come here? If somebody's attracted to you, it's just natural that they'd want to do it with you, right? It's like I felt like I was coming on to him. It was like gross. Do you know what I mean? You never want to feel like you're coming on to someone or pressuring them for sex. We'd switched roles and I was like the man and he was the woman. It was awkward for me to say goodbye and I was getting my stuff together and I was like leaving his. Now I know, okay? Now I know how it feels, but I would never pressure anybody. I don't want to be that person. And in that moment, I got the ick. Well, isn't this interesting being on the other side? No, it's not freaking interesting, okay? It hurts, it don't feel good. I remember having a FaceTime with him and I'm not making it any better for myself. I just wanted to call you because what happened the other night, it was really embarrassing for me. I just wanted to know why. Like, are you not attracted to me anymore?
I just didn't want to do it with you that night, that's all.
This is what happens when you play with fire.
Corny, what is it that you want from me?
Well, no, I don't know because I thought you were into me, but it doesn't seem like it. I thought I wanted to date you, but like the way that things are going, I don't know. Now we both don't know. Great. Don't date a I don't know guy. You're wasting your time. So great talk. Nothing really happened. Treat him mean, keep him keen. I guess that's his motto, but I was not feeling that. I eventually gave up. You know what? I'm not gonna see people who aren't into me as or more into me than I am them. Basically we drifted apart and I stopped talking to him because he, like, if I didn't message him or say something then he would not message me back, and that's something I wasn't willing to do. I need somebody that's very invested in me, likes me for who I am, wants to be around me, wants to make an effort outside of himself and his chores and his work. He will make the time. I'm letting you know you're not alone, and if I'm not alone, let me know down below. Thank you so much for watching. Subscribe if you haven't done so. And until next time, guys, Faito, Kambate, peace and love.